I started my band when I was like 22, and we got to go on the road and finally got to come to Boston and play in Boston. I was so excited, and all I could think of was Paul Revere. Maybe I could get a leather vest like he had or something in Boston. And we got here and we played with the John Mayo and the Moody Blues at the Boston Gardens. It was a really tough union scene over there at the Boston Gardens. They were really not impressed with rock bands. And they wouldn't let anybody touch anything, which for me was perfect because I was playing in a power trio and we had two bass cabinets that were this big. They weighed 600 pounds between the two of them. So sure, go ahead, put them up on the stage and everything. And I was standing on the stage. We were playing with the Moody Blues. The Moody Blues was the Mellotron. The Mellotron is this electronic keyboard, and it had like 66 rolls of tape, like the Frogs time. And you press a button, and the tape would go out like that and play, and then it would come back. And that's how they got all those funky string sounds and all that scary stuff. And their whole show was built on the Mellotron. And the Union guys picked up the Mellotron with a forklift, and we were on an 8-foot high stage, and they had it about, that high up there when it fell. And it went down and it hit the floor and springs and stuff. It was quite a way to start. We had a great show at the Garden. We were playing, and I wasn't really paying any attention to the audience, and I looked up and there were literally concentric circles of 500 people holding hands, dancing in circles and stuff. It was great. You should have been there. The 60s were really something. So, we play rock and roll, but of course it's all blues inspired. And I grew up in Texas, so I was near T-Bone Walker and Lightning Hopkins and Little Milton and Freddie King, and just the list goes on and on, Jimmy Reed. And so I grew up playing blues, really, and that's what my first band was when I was 12 years old. It was a blues band. Boz was in that band. It was a great band. It's called the Marks and Combo. We played from the 7th grade to the 12th grade. We all went. It was all blues, so I went away to the University of Wisconsin. I spent 4 years there. And, I had that come to realization, like, well, what am I going to do? And I went, I know what I want to do. I want to go to Chicago and play blues. Which is, my mom gave me $100 and said, fine, leave in the morning. And I did. And thank you. Thanks, Bert, you're the greatest. So anyway, the blues started acoustically. It was really in the Delta. It was kind of where all the people from Scotland and Ireland and England all came over as indentured servants and stuff, and then they filtered down into Appalachia. The African slaves were brought over and they were put to work. And they all started working together on the railroads and on mining and cutting trees and stuff like that. And the culture, started melding together. And the next thing you know, you had gospel music, you had rhythm and blues, you had jazz, you had everything. It all came from the blues and from all that poetry that got mixed in with it. So we're going to do a tune now. It's a rock and roll version. It's after I did go to Chicago, I got to play with Muddy Waters, and Howlin' Wolf was a regular guy. And I had a little spell playing rhythm guitar for Buddy Guy. That was fun. And I learned a lot from the masters. Just getting if you could imagine, like being in a kind of a college town kind of scene, old town Chicago with these nightclubs, and Muddy Waters was playing every week, 3 nights a week, and then Howlin' Wolf. It was incredibly cool music. This is it. This is an Elmo James tune that Elmo started off acoustically, and then he came to Chicago, and all these cats moved to Chicago and Detroit. They worked in the steel mills, and they started playing in bars, and that's when amplification came into the picture. Little Walter started playing harmonica like I did a little while ago, that honky kind of thing. And, you know, Alamo started playing his stuff. Well, we're going to do Elmore James, Stranger Blues, Chicago blues style with a little West Coast rock and roll Texas splash. I hope you dig it.